Been at this airport here in Medellin for 8 hours now, and I'm only now getting on my flight. And it's been a frustrating day. Gonna get home a day later than expected. Have to spend the night in Panama. Just get me home.
Well, Lord, I'm tired. Oh, Lord, I'm tired. Tired and I want to go home. Yes, I want to go home.
It is a really humid morning here in Panama. I think it's like already 26 degrees, plus humidity, I'm assuming. So it's got to feel actually like more than that. The hotel that they put us up in seems to be a pretty downtown location. The hotel food was trash. That was a really crappy breakfast, so let's see if we can find some better food somewhere. But Wendy's and Subway, that ain't it. When I think of Panama, I just think of the canal, a place where people come for like spring break, and the place where you come and hide your money or launder your money. Oh, it's hot. Oh, that's the other thing about Panama, the hats. The famous Panama hat is another reason there's another association I guess I have with the word Panama. So I asked the front desk what time my checkout time was, just to be sure, because my flight isn't until about 6:30, and she said my checkout is going to be at like 3:30, which I thought was amazing. Like a checkout time at a hotel based upon what time your flight is. Why can't you just always do that, like all the time? That's honestly the way it should be. And on the other side, you should be able to check in based on what time you're gonna arrive. Like, anyway, that has nothing to do with Panama, but I thought it was interesting. Maybe not, who knows? I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I had no plan. I'm not supposed to be here. I was supposed to be at home right now with my wife and puppy. But no, instead I'm wandering the streets of Panama, and you might be like, oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river. I don't expect any sympathy, I'm just telling you what it is. I wasn't expecting to be here, which then you're not expecting to be somewhere. You can't really like, I'm all for like the serendipity of the situation. You know, made friends with all the fellow I don't know, people whose flight was canceled or delayed, and we're stuck here in Panama for an extra night. Is that a mango tree? It is. I'm seeing these like mangoes just scattered all over the street, and I'm like, okay, there must have been like either a mango vendor here or something, but then I look up and sure enough, it's a mango tree. Anyway, I don't remember what I was on about before I got distracted by the mango tree. So it must not have been that important. The point is, I don't know what the point is. I'm trying to make the best out of a situation here where I didn't really want to be here. Nothing against Panama, but just I was ready. I wanted to go home. And now what should have just been a day of travel has now turned into 2 full days of travel. It'll be probably 36 hours of travel by the end of it. I don't know, either way, it just sucks. All right, made it to the waterfront. I don't think we're gonna get a beach day out of today. Although the sun's starting to come out. getting hotter. It's more just wanted to catch a good view. But ideally, maybe even find something to eat. I'm trying to get across this road here, but I think technically it's more than just a road, and it's actually like a highway. Oh, that guy did it. These cars aren't really giving me any sort of gap to get across. How long do you have to stay in the country before you can say you've actually visited the country? Like, does this count? Can I say I've been to Panama now? Like, I would say so. I wouldn't give anybody any, like, I wouldn't be giving food recommendations or anything, but I could say I've been here, walking around. Obviously, I'm not gonna get to see much of it, nor do I want to on this trip, to be honest, but listen, the stamp is in my passport. I had to leave the airport, and now I'm walking around. If I had not left the hotel, I think that's it. If I had just stayed at the hotel and not left, then I don't think I would say that I've been to Panama, because it's just, you know, I literally just went to the hotel. That's more just like a regular, like, long layover. Just really hope that there's never a fire in that building. What I'm about to do is honestly, a necessary crime as a traveler, because sometimes you can't take a chance. You know how bad that something is going to be, but also you come into a place like this and you know exactly how bad it's going to be, and you've accepted it. So, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order? Is the next words I hope to hear. I'm sure there's a lot of great food in Panama. I don't have the time to find it, or the energy to find it, to be honest. It doesn't seem like the part of the city that I'm in is walkable. There's not a lot of stuff at street level, so you kind of have to know where you're going, I guess. My theory on McDonald's is this: there's like a bit of a curve. You have to be careful about and have a very fine balance of what you order and how much you eat, because it's like, it's good, yeah, this is exactly what I was craving, it's good, it's good, it's good. I hate myself. It just drops off. Like many North American cities, Panama City seems to have been developed with the car in mind, and not so much pedestrians, cyclists, or other types of transportation. So it's like parking lots and, you know, narrow sidewalks with big avenues. You know, there's that highway cutting off access to the waterfront. All kind of like trademarks of like mid-century modern urban design, and all the mistakes that were made back then. All I know right now is it's really hot, and I need cold water. Just at the hotel here in where the hell am I? Panama. Had a nice nap, shower, feeling a little cool now, a little refreshed. Hopefully today, as a travel day, goes a lot smoother than yesterday did, because I can't go through that again. I can't go through that again. I can't spend another day at the airport, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. Now it's finally time for me to board my flight, get home, and see my wife, see my puppy, who I don't think I've introduced to you guys to yet, but he's cute as hell and growing every day. And yeah, I need to get home and hang out with my dog.
Hey.